Oh no! The stream is haunted!
Whoa,
the stream
dude,
is
I'm
haunted!
freaking the fuck out now. Oh my god, all right. Welcome, this is Tumultuous. Abby H. White, thank you so much for the sub, who just says, ho! Welcome, everybody. Cadet, Holdenator's ho is my, what my fans say. So that's why they said that. Cadet, welcome to the show!
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. This is so fun. I'm so excited. Yes.
This is gonna be so fucking awesome. I'm so excited to finally get to do horror movie monsters. Jake, you're here too.
1, 2, Tierzo's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, okay, and that's Tierzo, our wacky clown. You might be seeing some of their relatives later in the stream.
Cadet, were you aware that there's a creepy clown that we do the show with?
Oh yes, I've been very much looking forward to the creepy clown. Yes, I'm excited.
Fantastic, Tierzo. I feel like Tierzo should have been on the list tonight. By the way, I don't understand why we would not put Tierzo on. Okay.
Well, Tierzo isn't a movie monster. Tierzo exists in our real life and terrifies us constantly.
Yo, real quick too, Gorglax gifted 5 subs, and Gorglax, you all right? Jeez Louise over there, Tierzo. Gorglax, that means that you get your own veto balloon for the night, because that is the secret rule. The first 2 people to gift 5 subs get their own veto balloon. We'll explain veto balloons in a little bit. Let's ease our ways into it, okay? Also, Lyra Cupcake, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. And Euler's number, thank you so much for the sub. The subs are fucking flying in.
They're supporting the stream. They're making the dreams happen. They're making the network a reality. Your love fuels us. Your love makes this possible. I'm sorry that you're not gonna like what I have to say about Chucky.
Doo-Doo Head Jones, thank you for the sub. And it sounds like I'm making these names up, but I am all absolutely not. Also, Bebu-chan says, holy shit, since having a kid, Holden has gotten so much less lumpy. I still got the big one right here in my neck, right, though. I still got to get that one removed. That's a big guy. We got to get it out. It whispers to me in the night. It's my favorite horror movie monster. Horror movie monsters. Kid Cadet, you are quite the enthusiast, correct?
I am. I do a lot of like horror Comic-Cons, like Spooky Empire, and so I love surrounding myself with all things horror, and I especially love horror movie monsters. So I'm so excited.
Hell yeah! And now we all kind of have different thoughts in terms of how we're like grading these monsters.
Whoa!
Oh my lord!
God damn it! God damn it!
JB. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You get a balloon and a half. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Amazing. You guys are subbing like animals right now, and I really appreciate that because they don't let me leave until we get enough. Throbbing with Horror, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, I think we have different gradients because one thing I was throwing out there, I was like, yes, we definitely want to be judging by like scare factor, by sheer power, sheer, abilities, right? Thank you, the Ray69 for the sub. But also, I like the Riz. I like the one-liners. I like the little, the creative little, pot shots. I think if you can both be scary as fuck and then also give me a little chuckle. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little something to get. Come on, you know you can do it. I'm gonna be happy. So fuck your opinions on Chucky. Chucky rules, dude. And you know that for a fact, Jake.
I am basing my opinions on this scenario. I turn a dark corner on a spooky night, and here is this thing in front of me wielding a weapon. If it's something like, Pennywise, I'm going to be like, Jesus Christ. If it's Chucky holding a fucking, charcuterie board full of ears and he's like, knives to meet ya, I'm just going to be like, fuck off. Fuck you.
Okay, Cadet, thoughts?
I'm sorry I said charcuterie board full of ears.
That sounds delicious. No, I'm just going to go off my gut intuition. I like what both of you guys are bringing, but I think in the moment I'll just have to see how I'm feeling.
Well, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's go to the first one on the chopping block. What do we got? We got Chucky. Wow. All right. There you go. Maybe I just thought of that one immediately with the name popping up a little early. Chucky. All right. So Wiz the Bruiser, we did an episode on Chucky. We like to do these horror franchises for Wiz the Bruiser usually during the month of October. I love Chucky. I love everything about Chucky, the background of Chucky, the guy who came up with it.
Don
and everything.
Mancini.
Yeah, the whole story. And huge fan. But yes, okay. And the core conceit, I guess we also have to talk origin, core conceit. Love that he's like a serial killer, like that it inhabited a doll. You know what I mean? Jake, I'm already mad at what you have to say for this one, okay?
Just
put him in S.
The voodoo aspect is very silly.
I love
that, like,
the voodoo
a serial
thing.
Killer cornered by the cops is like, luckily, I know the ancient Haitian religious tradition of voodoo. They laughed at me when I learned it, but here we go.
Kelly Crayon says C because you
silly.
can throw him, which I do think is any horror monster that you can literally, to get rid of them, you can just throw them across a room, does take them down a notch. No, of course we can't rank him S. I don't think we could even rank him A. I falling around. I would do B personally, but I could fall down from there. Kid Cadet, what you got for us? What do you think about Chucky?
So here's the thing with Chucky. He has staying power, right? I mean, Chucky's still going strong. They still have a show, and they've had houses at Halloween Horror Nights. I think I'm with you, though. I would put him at a strong B. We're about the same height. I'm short like Chucky.
Right.
So I feel like I could take him. But also, like, yeah, I personally like the possession aspect of it because I like that he's a little crazy and unhinged. I'm with you. I like B for Chucky. I feel like that's a good score.
I will say too, a little known secret about Kid Cadet: if you want to get rid of her, you just throw her, and it just is. So,
and don't see me after midnight. All the grumbling.
People are feeling B. Jake, are you cool with B for the first one?
I genuinely think it's. I would have been lobbying for D. I genuinely think Chucky is not
okay.
a
Give us your D argument, and maybe we'll take him to a C. Give us your D argument.
His main target is children. The core horror of Chucky isn't what if a doll had a little knife. That's not like scary. The scariness of the original Child's Play movies and the bad remake they made with Mark Hamill was just being a child, feeling fear, and having those fears disregarded by the adults around you. That is the core psychological horror of the Child's Play series. And yes, it's amusing. I mean, he pulled Jennifer Tilly. What a Mac Daddy. What a cool guy. And for that reason, I'm respecting the B. But I personally find Chucky to not be a creature that inspires fear, terror, horror, disgust, any of the big negative emotions within me.
Kid Cadet, I have to say, I'm seeing some comments here. Yeah, like if you're not a kid, Chucky's not that, or if you're an adult, Chucky's not that scary. I mean, I respect haunted dolls. I respect haunted dolls. I think they're great. But I'm not sure that, just throwing it out there.
If I saw, that's the thing about Chucky, is if I saw Chucky not alive, if I just saw a weird little redhead doll sitting motionless, I would be more scared than if it started walking around and calling me names. That would be less scary if it was just still. But I respect B. All
right, if you respect the B, okay, fine. Let's throw him at B. Let's do it. Let's get it started. Chucky's B. Chucky's B.
That's amazing. Oh, yay for Chucky.
Isn't that fun? All right. Next up, what do we got?
The creeper.
The
creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I was like, okay. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe we're starting with one so quickly. I definitely, okay, the only thing I know about Jeepers Creepers, it was made by a convicted pedophile. And
I didn't know that.
Everybody's like F immediately.
I honestly had no idea. I'm not as in-depth on horror when I made this list. I was just like, it was on several lists of like most iconic horror villains.
I haven't seen, and I've never seen Jeepers Creepers. All right, we don't have. We get it. All right. Okay. Jake, that is so funny.
Jason Long, more like Jason Wrong. I'm sorry he's on the list.
Let's rank murder by fun factor, all right? Let's do that real quick. Sorry, we did crimes by fun factor last week or 2 weeks ago, Cadet, and it got spicy. But, okay, let's, yes, we're probably going to rank it F because of the other thing. But before we do that, I do want to run down. It is probably the only monster on this list I haven't seen the movie of, one of the movies of. What is the deal with the character, and why is it scary?
He can drive. I mean, like, that's pretty cool. I just remember, like, he can drive. Okay. He has wings. Yeah, that's really, like, since I found this out about the guy that did this movie, I can't say that I've revisited it. But yes, I do love Justin Long in any horror film he's in, whether it's Tusk or The Barbarian. So I do remember liking this movie initially, but have not revisited it since. But I think this is, without a doubt, wrap it up with a bow, a solid F.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's give it an F. Woo! Give it an F. Beautiful.
An F for felon.
All right, what do we got next? All right, now this I can talk about. I've seen every one of these movies. I am just such a big Friday the 13th fan. I'm so glad you put Jason X, a screenshot from that. So you should have done the sleeping bag kill from that movie. Iconic. One of the best. I love that movie too. It looks like this is more resonant like back in the day when you used to watch a lot of like Skinamax, like late night stuff. It really looks like a softcore porn. Like the way that just the lighting, the camera work.
You're talking about Jason X specifically? Because like the original Friday the 13th, I know it was the mom. In the original Friday the 13th, that was also just like actual porn producers being like, what if we added the other thing you can't show in movies to our usual offering? Yes,
I'm a huge fan of the franchise. We're not doing by franchise. We're doing by monster. I don't know, kid. You take it. What do you got? What do you got for Jason?
Like you mentioned the sleeping bag thing, I without a doubt think that Jason has some of the best kills, and to this day I don't think I've gotten in a sleeping bag since seeing that kill.
Hell yeah.
And I mean,
so
he's
good.
gone to space. He's gone to space, guys. So like for me, I'm a huge Jason fan.
He's gone to space
Sammy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
Places
Sorry about that.
For a middle-class American.
He's gone to Manhattan. I mean, there's been ups, there's been downs as far as the franchise. Let's talk about the monster himself, right? Relentless, constantly moving forward. Cannot kill him. Has gone to hell and returned. And Jake had a good point. Like, I turn the corner, I see this at the end of the alleyway, 1 to 10 scare factor. And I think he's up there, especially as his look evolved. The funniest thing about Jason is like he's not even really in the first movie, and he's in like a potato sack in the second movie. And then he like doesn't even get the mask.
We're talking about classic Baghead.
Yeah, straight up Baghead. But he is unstoppable. He is unstoppable. He is the ski mask is the like essentially become the icon of like scariness.
Wrong winter sport, hockey mask.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, hockey mask, ski mask. What's wrong with me? He's a force. He's very scary. And then, you thought the hockey mask was scary, right? Because it's all weird and dirty and cracked. And then ooh, and you're like, and it's even more scary, Jake.
Here's my take. Regular hulking brute Jason. Oh wow, that was Tierzo, do you have Bell's palsy? That was an incredible piece of like face work. I am genuinely impressed.
That was amazing.
That was uncanny. You are too good at that. Did you practice? Did you have like a weird friend in school you made fun of? I don't know how you have that so go-to. That is uncanny.
Incredible.
Okay, regular hulking brute Jason in a hockey mask. I'm like a little like, oh, okay, buddy, whatever. Wet, bloated Jason, like dripping wet Jason with like the straps of the hockey mask like digging into the puffy, like decaying flesh. I'm shitting myself and dying. I'm like willing myself to die before he can get to me. That is how scary that is.
He's fucking up there. All right, I think we're all on board. This is great. I'm feeling good about this. I could even go S. I'm definitely feeling an A. Are we thinking S? Are you thinking S, kid?
I kind of am. I'm good with either A or S because I feel like if we're putting someone S now, that and everyone else is going to have to live up to that expectation. Like, this is a high grade. But I don't know.
I'm in. I'm also really loving, I didn't realize how much I like calling a grown adult kid. It just is fun. And I don't know why. It's just great. And I'll say Kid Cadet as much as you want, but it is just fun to be like, hey, kid, what the fuck do you think about this movie monster? And then you have a response. I mean, people are saying S. What do you think, Jake? You be the tiebreaker. I could go A or S. Kid Cadet, loving it, going S. What are you saying, Jake?
Kid Cadet absolutely recognizes the danger of putting an S this early in the run, but God damn it, he's the OG for a reason. It's the perfect archetype. Man, I would hate for a 7-foot tall monster man with dead eyes and then like the hint of disfigurement from peeking from beneath a cold mask. That's like one of the worst things you can come across. That's awful. S.
All right, let's throw it on S, baby. Woo! Also,
what a jump.
Just want to throw it out there. The veto balloon, the concept of it. Don't we already have our 2 veto balloon gifted subs? So that's Kid Cadet's veto balloon. We all have a single veto balloon that you can pop at any point during the show. Sometimes people wait till the end. It's whenever to be a wild card and move something up or down a slot if you felt like it went the wrong placement. Because, majority rules here, we don't all have to agree to slot something in. And so you could bring it up, you could bring it down, and you can use it anytime. Tierzo the Clown. Tierzo the Clown.
Chat also has a veto. If you subscribe to the channel, you can use the veto balloon emote. And if we see enough of them in chat, we will put up a poll, and you can make your voice heard as well.
Hell yeah. All right. What do we got next? We've got Samara. Samara? Oh, nice. Wow. I fucking love that, dude. What are we thinking?
Well, she's also the voice of the little girl in Stitch, so that to me makes her a little less scary, right? Still terrifying. I don't need her like coming out of the TV storming towards me, but again, like maybe because I have long hair, she has long hair, I feel like I would just pull on her hair and like be able to take her, and she's a kid too, right?
Yeah. I think for me, if it was like, all right, okay. I like dolls. I love dolls of all kinds. But anyways, what I was going to say was,
if Tierzo does start crawling out of your computer and or mobile device, that is not part of the show, run. Just run
absolutely.
As fast as you can.
Or give him a hug. You know what I mean? I mean, either way, whatever you want to do. What I will say about this was it's like one movie. I remember, if it was the girl in the closet, if it was the girl they find in the closet, I'd be like, that is S tier terrifying. That is the scariest shot in one of the scariest shots I've seen in a horror movie. But it is a movie I only saw like once in college, and I was really high. Like, you know what I mean? I was riding the dragon I was like, what? Yeah, I was like Puff the Magic Dragon or whatever. So I don't have like the strongest recollection of this monster. Jake, I guess you lead it. Give us a letter, give us a thought here. I would go low personally just because staying power, you know what I mean? And maybe it's the fact that they didn't have a giant franchise behind them like pretty much everybody else on the list has.
In Japan, it is a pretty big franchise. There's lots of sequels. There's prequels. They even did a Freddy versus Jason kind of crossover movie in 2016. Sadako versus Kayako. Kayako, or Samara's name in Japanese is Sadako. Kayako is
Kayako, of course, the talking kayak. That was the really good on the.
That's just a weird mushroom trip you had when you were 27. No, Kayako's from The Grudge, and this is the weeb in me. All right, this is the weeb in me talking. Japanese horror is its own thing, where it's not about a hulking killer. It's about a legacy of vengeance. It's about the power of the acts we do in the living world, creating consequences in the world beyond. The fact that Sadako is relentless. Sadako or Samara, it's inescapable.
Right.
Once you are marked by this entity born from untold horror, you have to it will not relent.
And I love that concept. I love it follows. I love anything that just won't stop just coming for you. You know what I mean? Cadet, what do you think?
So in my brain, for some reason, I always get this mixed up with the parodies of it and Scary Movie. So I don't know what's from The Ring and what's from Scary Movie, but I only saw the first one. Like Jake was saying, I know that there's been sequels as well. I like her. Is she on a Jason level? No. Is she creeper level? No. I think she's mid, but
mid.
I think it's okay to be mid, right?
It's totally fine to be mid. It's not even, and I wouldn't even say Ring is not mid. Ring's a classic, right? It's a great horror classic. But in terms of the gradient here, I think, exactly. It wasn't directed by a pedophile. Isn't Jason Voorhees? You know what I mean? So I think we go.
Here's the thing. In my own test, where I turned the corner and Samara is looking at me, I wouldn't be as scared unless I, in this scenario, was like, oh no, that is Samara from The Ring. She represents the vengeance of the spirit world manifest in our reality. I don't know if I'd have that presence of mind.
Right.
I'd just be like, geez, that's a weird lady.
Yeah, I see ladies stammering with their hair covering their face all the time. That's fucking White Castle on a Saturday at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I'm totally down with C. But are you cool with C, Jake? Are you trying to take it higher?
I might bump it with my veto balloon depending on how the rest of the thing turns out. But I'm okay with C for now.
All right, let's do C. Let's bang it out with C. And that was chat. Chat was screaming C a lot as well. All right, now we're getting now we're cooking, dude. Now we're butters in a pan and stuff like that's happening. All right, whatever, Jake. It's been a long day. All right, got a lot going on. Okay.
No, man, the butter's in the pan.
Farley, I'm turning into him. All right, what do we got?
Let's get that sizzle.
I love fucking Candyman so much, dude. And all right, and a little known fact to it, if you don't know this, I feel like this is now pretty well known. Those are real bees in that man's mouth, and he got a $1,000 bonus for every bee sting he got, and he got many. He said, I'll only do it for every bee sting I get $1,000. And what a badass! Oh, what's the actor's name? You guys know the actor's?
Tony Todd.
Yes, fucking awesome, dude. Everything I learned, we did a Candyman episode back when my podcast Page 7 did the Pop History series. We did a Candyman episode and just made me fall more and more in love with the character, with the franchise. And that reboot is fucking awesome. What a cool character. He's scary as shit. I would say and that's a credit also to the actor and the director and everything, but I feel real dread and terror when that dude shows up, every time. And I just love it so much. Kid, what do you think?
So again, this is me being biased, and you mentioned Tony Todd. He is one of the most incredible humans on this planet, outside of acting. He is just so wonderful, and if anyone had the opportunity to meet him, that'll stay with you forever. That being said, I'm not saying Candyman multiple times. I am terrified of that. So I love.
But if you say
Candyman.
Tony Todd 3 times, you get a pleasant conversation about a wonderful career in the acting field.
Yes, of course, for sure. I think it's such a dark backstory too that they don't really touch on that kind of stuff in a lot of other films like this. So I like Candyman. Said I think the remake was I did like the remake, and I like that he was part of it.
I will say that is such a testament. I mean, I don't think you could give a better compliment to a horror movie monster. That you think that the man who portrays him, the monster, is one of the sweetest, most wonderful individuals you've ever met, and you're still afraid to say the conceit of the movie that conjures him.
For sure.
That's incredible. I mean, that really sways me to maybe even go even higher than I was thinking. Jake, how do you feel? Bees in the mouth, Jake. It's a big deal.
I'm turning the corner, and then I go, oh, shit, it's Tony Todd. Oh, my God, I loved it in the Final Destination movies where you were the guy who knew the exact rules of how death worked. That was very convenient that you just happened to know all those and could tell people, like, oh, you want to know the rules of death? I know the exact rules of death. But then I would look down, and wait a minute, he's missing a hand. In fact, it's a gnarly, bloody stump with just a jutting piece of rusted metal sticking out of it. And I'd go, oh no, it's the Candyman. I'm fucked. I'm scared. It's so no. I'd say A.
I'm feeling A. I feel like S is I can't go full S, I don't think. I mean, that has to be reserved for like the most absolute. I don't know. I actually could in a world see him being S, but I think I'm feeling A. Apologies for the burp. I'm having a couple brews, all right? I'm having brews with the boys, okay? It's going to be fine.
It's just the producer and the evil clown are in the room.
They're my boys, dude. They're my boys, bro. I am in a simulation. I'm in a simulation. That's what you need to learn first, okay? I'm completely in a simulation right now. Boated Freaks, by the way, says, well, if it isn't the best rapper I ever heard, I will be coming out with my hip-hop album 2026. Get ready for it. But until that time...
It's just 12 versions of Wild Wild West.
I feel like Candyman is scary at first, and then you realize your danger. S tier, it's the same feeling Jason gives you with a different approach. People are saying S, people are saying A. Many different things. People are saying S, or you're racist. Well, I don't know if that's true, but this is what I will say. Okay? I'm not racist, all right? I'm not racist. I don't know where that came from, okay? I've been very good. I love the people of the world. I think we should all unite and fight God together. But before we do that, let's go A. I think A for Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
I think A for Candyman, but S tier for Tony Todd.
Yes.
S tier for Tony Todd.
I love that. All right. Pop it in. All right. We almost have one on every single tier at this point. The D is the one missing.
If you got that balloon emote, you can tell us otherwise. That's how this works.
If you guys think S, give us those balloon emotes. We'll put a poll in chat, and you can pop it up. Pop that balloon and pop it up to S. Maybe we should go ahead and put a poll. People are pissed. All right. Yeah. Maybe, can we put a poll up? Do you mind doing that, Jake?
Yeah. I'm doing it.
All right. Cool. People are saying hold the vetoes, hold. But we're gonna put it up. All right. What do we have next while Jake works on that? Yes, Queen. Love the Pennywise. I mean, it's like a culmination of all your fears. Pennywise is not just the clown. It's kind of what's cool about it. It plays off of the basic fear of clowns, which I don't have, but I get it. I'm glad I don't have it because I'm in the room with that thing over there. Yep.
Tierzo, do you have like a working relationship with Pennywise? Was there like a mentorship, an intern program? How do you? Oh, okay. Oh. What was that? Tierzo lost their little hat, and I assume that's the source of their power. It's like a folk monster. You get like one little rule that you can remember if you meet them and they try and steal your soul.
All right. I mean, it's kind of a hard one to rank because like you can't even distill it to just the clown form. It's also a giant spider monster. So, sorry, spoiler alert on that, dude.
And if you read the novel, Stephen King was on a lot of cocaine. He didn't know what he was doing when he wrote that scene. I would say,
yeah. Apparently, by the way, he wrote all of it on a motorcycle. It's crazy. He got a typewriter glued to the handlebars. I don't know what's going on. Kid Cadet. It. What? Tierzo, get out of here. Kid Cadet. What do you think about it?
So, again, trying to separate the man from the character, because Tim Curry, I think we can all agree, is just one of the greats, of our generation. I mean, I liked Bill Skarsgård, but I feel like I need to rank the Tim Curry Pennywise. Sure. I like how he looks in the OG, I guess, 2-part miniseries, right? Is that what it was originally before?
Yep. Yeah, it was like made for TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know what? I feel like I would love to hear your prospects on this one, because I feel like I would say like a B, maybe.
I wouldn't go. I personally wouldn't go higher than a B. I also I feel like if I had a fear of clowns, sorry Tierzo, but your shit is fucked right now. But but I just don't have that. So I've always been entertained. And I've enjoyed hey, look, it's the scary clown. Let's have a party. It's the scary clown. But I'm not really it doesn't hit a core in me of scariness. If people are freaked out by clowns, the thing is, I want to give, again, I want to give Tim Curry an S. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're actually doing an episode. We're recording an episode on Clue tomorrow, both the board game and the movie. And I mean, you just have to watch that. I mean, come on, the guy. I mean, he's the best, right? I mean, he's the most charming, amazing, and then absolutely terrifying in it. I mean, I would love to give him an S. I don't know if I can give it clown. Does he have a name, by the way? It's Pennywise. Yeah. Pennywise. Sorry, I keep saying it clown and shit. Pennywise is a great name. I would go.
Let me just speak up for all the coulrophobics in there. That's the Latin word for the fear of clowns. Pennywise hits the exact core of what. God, I hate. What
was that? I missed it.
Every day that we have to. God, I don't. I have a genuine fear of clowns. I have an actual fear of clowns.
Oh, okay. Well, you're the one who should be talking right now. You're the one who should be talking, Jake. I didn't know. Wait,
I was getting into it. I was giving you a runway. I was giving you a runway, and then you handed it off, and I was ready to take off.
I know, and I want to let you cook, but I just have to say this is a fucking revelation right now,
My butter
Jake,
is sizzling,
Holden. You signed up to be a co-host of a show, a clown-themed show with an actual live clown every other week on Twitch, and you have a horrible fear of clowns?
They liked the pun. And then there was a box covered in chains that started rattling, and Tierzo emerged from it and was like, I'm free, and it was the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
All right, I think you're the one who needs to give the argument for this.
Pennywise hits on the exact fear that everybody who is scared of clowns has, which is that unlike every other major form of entertainment, the magician is ideally just a guy who knows magic tricks. The lion tamer is a guy who is trained to tame lions. The acrobat is a guy who is trained to do fun flips. The clown is I'm Giggle Bubble. This is just what I am. That's not a thing. That's not a kind of person. What are you? What are you supposed to be? And Pennywise hits on, I am just a facade holding infinite darkness underneath, which is what every person who is afraid of, because you can't trust a clown. A clown is a lie. A clown is a facade, is a mask that we're just supposed to take at face value, and that's terrifying. I fucking hate clowns, and Pennywise absolutely hits that fear so profoundly. Because it's just why would you be threatened by me? I'm a clown. And then the mask slips a little, and you see the fucking spidery
the
darkness.
Jaw comes off a little bit, and there's the spiky teeth.
S is too strong, but in my turn the corner scenario, if I saw Pennywise, I would I believe I would find the nearest blunt object and just bash my brains in so that I did not have the ability to perceive it anymore.
Let's take it to chat. Captain Croc says, oh, Holden can't wear face paint. He's too greasy. Well, you know what, Captain Crocs? That's fucking cyberbullying. And I just called the fucking FBI on your fucking ass, okay? So let's see what you have to say. What do your parents have to say about that when you show up? And they come for, and they rip you from your home and go, and rip your arms off. Like Kano.
Like a pair of suburban parents being shown like a photo of you, and they're like, well, he is pretty wet. I don't know how mad we're going to be.
Yeah, so what? If you're an introvert, the scariest thing about clowns is how goddamn needy they are. Don't make me interact with you. Yeah, clowns and mimes.
Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate... Tierzo, I can't say I hate you because I know you can materialize behind me at any second and like steal my eyeball. So I have a begrudging respect for your power.
Now I feel bad.
B.
And Captain Croc just said, "I love
B.
you, Holden," and now I'm feeling, you know what I mean. But I feel like I feel like I'm getting nagged here a little bit, okay? And I will fuck you, dude. Just name a place and name a time, okay? And I'll be there. Are you on West Coast? Are you on West Coast? Yeah. And by the way, and people should feel bad for me more often. I'm thinking B for Pennywise.
I'm with you on that. But Jake, your story just really resonated with me. I have a whole new view of you.
Us clown scaredy people are legion. We walk among you. We are your friends. We are your co-workers. And we hate the idea of a pale-faced juggler delighting children unquestioned.
Finally, you get some representation, Jake. You know what I mean? I mean, it's very strong. All right. I'm thinking, okay, so you're cool with B, Jake?
I want to say I would like A. I feel that strongly. I genuinely am terrified of Pennywise and
majority rules. Cadet B.
I'm a B. I'm so sorry, Jake.
I'm so sorry, Jake. It's a B. We're putting it at B. But you do have a veto balloon. Also, A. Thank you so much. Scipio Fracanis for the sub, and I'm bad at reading your name. Also, please sub to the channel. Gaylor Saturn, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate all the subs. We need subs. Scared, man. Tired, and it hurts. My leg, they need a knee. They have to do a knee thing. That's going to cost upwards of $4 to $5 million. So if you guys could sub to the channel, that'd be really good. I've got backwards knees.
Yeah, but once you get that $5 million knee, ooh, the things you're going to kick.
Oh, yeah. Let me one leg jumping so fucking high, dude. It's gonna be insane, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Yo, Magic Matt, thank you for the sub. And the subs come pouring in. Everybody's subbing now. If you have a Twitch, Amazon Prime.
They're sad. They resonate with my confession of clown terror.
Totally, and I totally get that. And people are starting to feel a little veto-y about it. But let's get on to the next one. We still have some clowns in the bucket, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Art the Clown. Clown after clown. Clown on clown violence. Now, this clown inspires actually more of a feeling of horror and dread. You talk about a character that is, you turn the corner and you see that thing staring at you, and it's fucking terrifying. All right. What do you guys think? I leave it to you, Kid Cadet.
Sure. So I feel like Art the Clown, while, he's a new horror villain, he only has been on the scene for, a couple years. And I feel like Art can already be on the, we'll say, extended Mount Rushmore of horror villains. I think Art, like you were saying, Jake, like I don't necessarily see that with Pennywise, but if I'm in a dark room or looking around a corner and Art the Clown is there, or if he's in a pizza shop or something, or I think personally, I can already say off the bat, I think Art the Clown is an S tier. And we don't even know his full story yet. We still have more movies coming. We still have more lore. And yeah,
you said you're going with the guts. You know what I mean? You're going with your guts on this one, on this whole tier list, right? And I have to go with my gut on this one a little bit too, just in terms of like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good. And maybe it's because he hasn't existed for as long in the world, you know what I mean? So it's like that new hotness, you know what I mean? By the way, AC Bryn, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate you, bro. And another gifted sub. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, AC Bryn. Jake, what do you got? What do you think?
I mean, I have not actually seen any of the Terrifier movies besides the couple of YouTube clips that I watched before the stream. And oh, no. No. You stay out of the bathroom, Tierzo. You stay out of the bathroom. We know what you're up to. But how quickly this character has entered, like, the canon, how, like, just on the internet, in horror circles, they're already an icon. I don't know what to, it's still kind of, wow. Wow, was that a goddamn crocheted? What the fuck?
Yo, also Dr. Shockmaster subbed to the channel and said, Jake, all clown commercials on the dumpster tomorrow. Of course, referring to Jake's stream, the cartoon dumpster that he does, where you can donate to put whatever commercial on the stream you want. And now people know your weakness.
I played my hand.
Twitch.tv/Puppet Jared. Tune in tomorrow for that shenaniganry. Well, you know what? I feel like we have our opinions, but we have a very special opinion coming in at just a beep, beep, beep. I had a crazy, the phone rang. And this opinion came in from the actor plays...
It's me, David Howard Thornton. I'm the actor that plays Art the Clown.
There you go.
Now, why I think Art is considered an S-tier level villainous clown, I would say, number one, unlike that other piece of it, Pennywise, he's an actual clown. At least he started off as an actual clown. Now he's, become something more than that, and I think that leads into the second part. He's got some awesome powers there. I mean, first of all, he's come back more from the dead than Jesus Christ himself. Oh, blasphemy, I know. But hey, it's true. I mean, the guy can take a licking and keep on ticking. I mean, he has taken a lot of punishment, and he keeps coming back for more. Thirdly, I think he has all the traits and characteristics of all the great horror villains that came before him. I kind of look at Art as a love letter to slasher icons. There's a little bit of Freddy, a little bit of Chucky, a little bit of Pinhead, a little bit of Jigsaw, a little bit of Leatherface, a little bit of Mike Myers and Jason Voorhees. All those guys are inside of Art. He's that embodiment of what we love about slasher icons, and I think that's, again, is why he should be considered an S-tier villain. So, prove me wrong. And check out Terrifier 3 coming to you this October. Kill you soon. I'm gonna ruin your Christmas.
Yeah!
Well, goddamn. How do we debate that?
So cool. All right,
Kane Hodder could never.
It's our list.
Robert Englund. I asked Robert Englund to record a video for this thing, and he just said, "No, go away. I'm very old. I don't know what you're talking about."
But then he hit you with a one-liner? Did he hit you with the one-line? Nothing. He wasn't like kill you soon or something like that.
He just called his personal security to escort me off the premises. It was very embarrassing.
It's our list.
I yelled a lot.
It's our list. That was incredible. I'm so sorry for any of the naysayers, but there's a lot of S's in chat. Let's put him at S, baby. Woo! Hell yeah, dude. I'll tell you what, too. If you're like the thing we're ranking and you send in a video talking about how you should be S, we're going to give you S, bro. Okay? So just a heads up in chat. If we're ranking...
It's a good precedent.
Yeah, if we're ranking Talking Dogs and Lassie fucking sends a video in, you're in. All right. I'm sorry, Lassie didn't talk. Whatever. I'm talking horses. Mr. Red, it's the same. It's a 1-to-1. Let's go to the next one.
The butter is burnt, Holden. The butter is burnt.
Unhinged right now, dude. Yeah, all right. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I fucking love Leatherface, bro. That final shot.
Love. The word
so
you're
good.
saying is love.
The
emotion you are claiming is love.
I wish you could rank the whole family as as one thing. You know what I mean?
Fam?
Yeah.
Chop, iconic.
Exactly. Right. All right, Cadet. I'm always blabber at the very beginning. You take it away.
I think the thing that gets me, like you just mentioned, the whole family, is that they're like real people, right? They're not like demonic, possessed, actual chainsaw wielding, flesh-eating families. And I don't even like the sound of a chainsaw, the idea of getting chased by a chainsaw, and the amount of people that actually do get away from the Sawyer family. I think Leatherface is either A or possibly S. I feel like he's the ultimate villain.
Yeah, I definitely feel really high on it, and I think the reason why actually is, unlike, you know, these unkillable forces of dread, like the scariest thing always about Leatherface is like when you're riding down the highway, or you're riding down some weird, you're on a road trip, you end up down some weird country road, and you see these dilapidated houses, and your mind goes like, those people are in there. You know what I mean? Those people are like in those houses right now. There's the reality of the Leatherface, I think, is what drives it home for me. That I'm like, yeah, that's like happening. You know what I mean? There's just people in really gross houses that are into freaky, stuff and cannibalism and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So much scarier than a clown to me. Like, sorry, Tierzo, hate to fucking yuck your yum, but for me, it's the hill people, like it's that real you know what I mean? I don't know if I would go full S. I think mainly just because, like, Leatherface is iconic. I don't know. I guess I don't know actually how I feel about it. Jake. I gotta collect my thoughts. Jake, take it away.
Turn the corner test. Leatherface is terrifying. The butcher smock, the actual human skin mask, the chainsaw. It casts a very I would just go full instinct, like just cornered rabbit mode. I would run as fast as my chubby little legs could carry me. I just immediately know I am in danger if I am in that character's immediate vicinity. And I really like what you're both throwing down, where like there is no secret demon powers. There is no unspoken curse. There is no like supernatural Guga. These are just the thing that could hurt you the most in this world, actual other people taken to its just logical extreme, is very terrifying. I would not say... It's more
chaotic. It's more chaotic that way almost. It's like there's like the sloppiness of Leatherface. They had that final shot in the first movie when he's just fucking losing it on the road and he almost gets her and she just barely... And it's just that chaos, I think, that drives something home for me. You know what I mean? No one-liners, though. Don't like that. Wish she had a little bit more riz, where she was going to like, oh, ice to meet you, or so. Yeah, like from like Batman and Robin. I wish she was a little more Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze or Batman and Robin. Personally,
well, they do. People do use chainsaws to make ice sculptures. So you could imagine a scenario where he gets to say that. It would probably come out as gurgles and grunts. But
and Amberry brings a point. I love the no talking. Cadet, what were you gonna say?
I just like when he has the chainsaw above his head. Yeah, I just think that's great too. That's his one-liner, you know.
That's his one-liner, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't see. I could see it. I was leaning more A. What do you guys? All right, you just say a letter. Just say a letter out loud.
A.
A. Let's do A. Put them on.
Hold on. This is a Leatherface ice sculpture.
Really?
What?
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Chainsaw cut off, though. I don't like that. No. It's only half the chainsaw. Thank you, James, in the booth. Appreciate you. Thank you for the A. Also, interesting note about James kind of hitting the buttons and stuff. Also, fully in clown makeup. I don't know why. Just dedicated to the craft. Completely dressed
to
as a
appear
clown.
On camera, just doing it to like get in the headspace to do.
He's like, as a producer, I get in character, and I was like,
nobody told me not to do that.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Either way, there you go. Tierzo's getting into it. All right, what's next on the dock? Nice. Sorry, we recently. So in October, Wizard the Bruiser did an episode on the series on Saw, Jigsaw. A lot of fun, kind of like a lot of elements of the character. Thank you so much, Trash-tastic Jimmy, for the gifted subs, and thank you to Nightmare Taco for the gifted sub. Appreciate you guys. That is awesome. People are going low on Jigsaw. I was a little charmed by especially that first movie. I don't know. I could see it though. You know, and we can't fucking suck all these monsters' dicks. We got to put somebody low on the totem pole.
I do not like. I mean, I'm sure, Kid Cadet, you actually have a wonderful anecdote or something with Tobin Bell, and he's like a gentleman, a scholar, or whatever. But the fact, like, it was an experiment in style and low budget horror filmmaking. They never intended for this old man to be a franchise.
I think that's the
backbone.
key. I think that's the key.
And
It was supposed to be a one trick pony, and then like all of a sudden they're like, no, the Jigsaw is the new Freddy, and you're kind of like, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Billy
I
the
get that.
puppet isn't scary. It was just like kind of a vaguely creepy thing. And the way that these movies have to bend over backwards, because the character dies like way too soon, and they kept making movies. So like every single one of these is like, oh, we found more secret videotapes where Jigsaw told me how to do Jigsaw stuff, but different from the other person who also got secret videotapes on how to do Jigsaw stuff.
This is true. And at the end of the day, it is just an old man. What were you going to say, Kid Cadet?
I was going to say, so, like, I don't know you guys personally, but in this situation, you're only in this Jigsaw situation if you're, like, a shit person, right? Or, like,
Right.
a dirtbag, right? So as long as we're living gracious and wonderful lives, then we're not going to be in the situation where Jigsaw is going to come after us. We
Right.
haven't wronged him, right? So I do like the movies. I thought the most recent one had some really great kills, but we don't have a D tier yet. And again, I feel like this would fit in there
I like where
perfect.
this is
I've never
heading.
met Tobin. I've never met him. I've heard wonderful things, Jake. But
Okay.
And I have to say, though, loved Carrie Elwes in the first movie. That was such a treat.
Totally.
But yeah, I think in terms of what we have still coming, I feel like D is a very good place for him.
Absolutely. And although he does frighten me because I am secretly a complete piece of shit, I do think that I agree with you on that. And I will say just above an F, just because straight up the directors, at least at this point, are not convicted pedophiles. So I'm going to go. Yeah, that we know about, allegedly, or not allegedly. I don't even know how you say it.
That's
anymore,
the
dude.
fun thing about Hollywood. It's just, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, now.
Jake, Chad is also saying that your hood kind of resembles.
Oh, I'm
a
aware. I
Jigsaw.
wore this on purpose because this is his only iconic look is the red lined hoodie. It's like such again, his entire lore is a patchwork desperation. D is a perfect place to put Jigsaw. And yes, the whole point of the series is these elaborate, brutal, amazing kills, but it's not him. It's not the monster itself. It's just the very good work of a team of practical effects artists.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead says, Old Man Hoodie, the stuff of nightmares. I'm going to go D, baby.
D.
Put it on. Fucking love this. Now we're cooking, man. Getting into kind of the final stretch. We got a few more to fucking hit here, man. All right, this next one's a banger. Let's pop it up on the screen and blow everybody's fucking minds. Pinhead, dude, he's scary, man. He's creepy, deepy, man. We were talking about a little bit of the lead up before we started. All right, I'm seeing a assload of S's pop up on the screen. I mean, he rules the school. I have an admission to make. I love like the aesthetics of the Hellraiser series. You know what I mean? Especially as like a huge Berserk fan, which I feel like. What inspired what on that? Did Berserk inspire Hellraiser, or Hellraiser inspired Berserk? Right?
No, definitely Hellraiser inspired Berserk, especially in the idea that like the highest tier of demon are a bunch of S&M fuckboys.
Yeah,
that
I love
Clive
that.
Barker was literally dodging the police to like hook up with back when he was a young man. But it's like, yeah, dude, it's I guess you know what I'm always hung up on? The fucking puzzle box. It's silly that there's a Rubik's Cube involved in your
I think it's cool.
lore.
I think the puzzle box is cool as fuck. Kid Cadet, I'm dying to hear from you. What do you think about Pinhead?
So I'm a Pinhead stan. I love it, but also like for the last one, we were talking about like the makeup and special effects and everything.
Yeah.
I just think the way that Pinhead looks is so fucking cool.
So cool. You know what too?
Wanna be in his gang.
Scariest as a child, the actual scariest, I think, monster, like just based on looks, without any concept or anything like that, not knowing if it's a doll or anything like that, just based on aesthetics. actually frightening to behold. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like walking down the horror aisle of the Blockbuster, right? And like, I can't even look. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because it just is like iconically terrifying. I mean, what do you say past just aesthetics makes Pinhead like, makes you stand?
Well, I love the way that Pinhead talks, and like, we're talking about iconic things to say. I feel like he has a lot of like iconic lines, and he's just so almost like what's the word, like one note, like the way that he says things,
monotone.
But I love the sexual undertones of everything too. This movie is so horny.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I like it. And yeah, so
the BDSM element is like adds this insane edge, especially I feel like, back in the day. It's a little more opened up now because now you got the internet. We're pissing and shitting on each other. We're drinking it. You know what I mean? It's all, everyone's fine with it. It's just like the people that are putting piss in an ass and all this kind of stuff. But back in the day, it was like BDSM was like not, this incredibly like widely known and accepted thing. What I'm trying to tell you is the only pornography I'm aware of is piss and shit play. That's the only one I'm aware of. I don't know. I have issues.
You almost there, Holden. You almost pulled out. You almost landed back at normal. You almost got there.
Jake, all right. So at this point, I feel like Cadet, are you a solid S for Pinhead?
I feel like everyone in the chat too would be disappointed if we didn't go with S. Right? I just based on everything, based on the look, based on the films, based on the actors, based on the kills, I would probably agree with chat and say S.
I'm seeing them. I'm definitely seeing some dissenters, but I'm also seeing them get kind of swallowed by a lot of S's as well. People that said over Candyman, or you see it. Well, okay, but you have to understand this is our tier list, and you have a veto balloon at home. And Kid Cadet literally said Stan, and when the word Stan is used, that's a big deal. Okay, that's huge. Okay,
I have less of an emotional investment in the Hellraiser franchise. It's not something I grew up with. Pinhead, a scary, like, definitely passes the oh shit, turn a corner test. But out of begrudging respect to the monster fuckers in chat, I will agree with S.
All right, and there's enough dissent where I think we might have to put a poll up. But there's also enough people screaming S. I've actually never seen such a split. You know what I mean? This is really intense. All right, but I'm seeing more S's, so I'm here for it. S, put it at S. It's Kid Cadet's list as much as it's everybody else's, and honestly, I am like, especially I loved what Jake said. If you turn the corner and you see this, and especially as a kid, and I know we're ranking it kid, adult. We even ranked Chucky. We even weighed the fact that, like, if you're not a kid, Chucky's like way less scary, but I still think Pinhead is still scary looking. And today, also, again, it's kind of like Leatherface. I kind of wish you could do the whole family, because I feel like all of them, together too, just makes such a wonderful sight to behold. As for such great sights to show you. All right. So you know what? I felt there was enough dissent. Okay, cool. You put the Pinhead veto in there, but Cadet, you can always veto back up a veto down, just to give you a little, you know what I mean? All right.
I'm holding on to mine for one specific that I don't know how it's going to go.
Okay.
So I'm holding on to it.
All right. What do we got next? Yeah, Michael Myers.
Right?
The teeth are fucking me up. The teeth are fucking
me up.
That
was face-tuned. That was face-tuned. That's not real. Has William Shatner ever been scarier? That's what I want to know.
I'm seeing another lot of S's. I absolutely love the franchise. I mean, I think especially the first two movies, but you know what? That third movie is fucking great. I mean, obviously you can't even go off of that, but we're talking franchise here. I mean, the monster itself. Let me pose this question genuinely, like, what really like differentiates Mike Myers from Jason Voorhees? I feel like they're kind of peas of the same pod, but what like makes Mike stand out or stand lower than Jason?
That is a great question.
Right.
I mean, I feel like I feel like Michael Myers though has a lot of like vengeance, right? Like especially in the first movie, it's like he's out for certain people, whereas Jason maybe is more open to victims? I don't know. That is an excellent question, though.
We're introduced to him as a child with his first kill. He's the most iconic. Michael's more human, I think, is what the conceit. I also like the person who said Michael Myers can swim, which is, yeah. I think that's what it is. Is Michael Myers not like the kind of almost the perfect balance between Leatherface and Jason Voorhees in a lot of ways? It's got like that. Jason Voorhees is magic monster driven by revenge. Michael Myers is innate evil, motivated by innate evil.
That's one of the things that
Let's hear from Art again. He's just like, I'll kill you all. I'm like, oh, we were supposed to show that part.
You gave me an ass. Leave us alone.
I will say I've never been like Michael Myers has never captured my like imagination. Like, shout out to John Carpenter for like kind of putting the slasher on the map and using this character to tap into something that was just not even really a thing in the popular imagination up until that point. You know, if you're going to get murdered in a movie, it was because somebody bashed you with a candlestick in order to get an inheritance. Like, the idea of just this indiscriminate skulking horror was definitely brought into our mindscapes through Michael Myers. But, like, the whole, like, mental health angle, the whole, like, personal grudge thing, the whole just, like, that it's just about, like, this weirdly small story when all is said and done, whereas you can send Jason to space, makes him less exciting for me. I don't know. Out of respect, I would put him at A, but, like, if it was my list, if it was just raw, how does Jake feel about this, I'd put him at, like, C.
What if I told you chat would get?
Move.
What if I told you chat's going to be so mad about what you just said? What if I were to tell you that?
Have they gotten mad?
No, but I think they're about to. Okay, this is John says C. I agree. Okay.
All right.
Coding Bunny says Mental Health Awareness Month. We've got.
Jake
I'm jumping.
is bad.
Terra Incognita says I'm jumping off a bridge. Jake. We've got. How are you getting good reception by a bridge? By the way, how are you getting good Wi-Fi? Rather. You bongers man. I was thinking. I mean, Chad had me convinced for a second. S. But I'm starting to obviously change. I am open to other people's opinions, and I feel like they're valid, and I feel like Jake's opinion is valid. But I want to hear Kid Cadet's opinion. I want your honest letter grade. Don't worry about chat. Imagine they're dog people. They've got like dog snouts and stuff like that, and they're just like, more meat in my bowl. You know, they don't know what's going on. You know, and their parents are the kind of parents. Their owners are the kind of owners that are like, no, we're vegans. You can only eat vegetables. They're like, I'm dying here. I need meat. You know, it's the whole thing of it. What would you say, Kid Cadet? Your honest letter grade, ignoring all of what I just said.
Okay, so again, I'm going by gut, right?
Yeah.
Probably my favorite horror theme, I think it's fair to say. I really love the Halloween theme.
Yeah.
I love Frank Castle, and I just think about the iconic picture of him drinking a beer with the mask above his head.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've been a fan of the more recent movies or even the remakes as much as I do like Rob Zombie. But I think the initial film is so good and so iconic. And I even like the third one. I like the voodoo element of it.
I know. I really like it too. Yeah. You're A? I'm thinking A too. I want to say S, but it's chat. People in chat trying to sway me. I think I really am A on this. I will also throw out there, I actually do like the Rob Zombie remakes personally. I think I really enjoy them. Maybe I was just, I was drunk in a movie theater, so God knows what was going on. But I saw both of them that way, and I had a great time.
I'm more of a Season of the Witch guy myself. How does chat feel about that?
I love Season of the Witch. I think it's great and so weird, and I wish more horror franchises like did stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just to fuck with people. Of course, they never would. He's Sigma44. Thank you so much for the sub. All right, we're cool. We're going for it. We're giving it an A, baby. All right, there you go. That sort of weird haphazard party horn noise means it's A. All right. Next up, Xenomorph. Is this the last one? Two more. Okay, cool. For some reason, I thought Xenomorph was last.
Alphabetically, it would be the last one.
Man, Xenomorph is so so scary to me when I realize,
Yes.
like, especially the conceit that you're in a spaceship. You have to be in a spaceship because of the acid blood. It's such a terrifying concept that, like, even if you hurt it and do the thing you're trying to do, which is fuck it up and kill it and hurt it, it will put a hole in your spaceship and you'll die that way. That's so smart. That's incredibly smart. It's such a scary monster, and I love it because I feel like it's really high up there, too, on a monster that doesn't have the riz, doesn't have the, like, quick little quips. You know what I mean? Terrifying. The xenomorph, I'm so glad we're doing this. The xenomorph actually is, again, like, turn the corner, see it, so legitimately scary to me.
It's
Sorry.
over. It's over. On sight. You're just like, oh no, a Swiss pervert has designed something to kill me. And you're just like, you see, I have it's made of several penises where you wouldn't think things would be penis shaped. Does that not spooky ooky you?
That's a surprisingly accurate impression, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Jake does a very good. Jake can pull out a very good one.
Well, I was just about to show off my xenomorph tattoo, but which I'm a big xenomorph fan and Predator hanging out over there.
Yeah.
That is
But this is the one I was holding out an S tier for because in space no one can hear you scream. I love the xenomorph, and I'm so glad that this was included.
Hell yeah. I couldn't agree more. I think, again, it's the added conceit that, like, it's actually... Did you play the video game, too, that it's such a good job with the
Isolation?
Yeah, Alien Isolation really captured what it's like to just be, like, in hiding. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can't... You're just fucked. That's what I love about it.
You can't reason with it. You can't,
Nope.
like, kill it. And it doesn't even kill you. It, like... violates your body in a way that, like, both men and women just immediately are like, wrong, this is wrong, oh no. It's so, like, there's a reason why when the first movie came out, like, people, like, were puking in the aisles. It hits something so primordial in the base of our fucking amygdala. This is one of the most terrifying creations.
I'm so happy we're all in agreement here. This is great. This feels so kismet. This is amazing. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? Other than I'm very hopeful.
Wait, did Pippa call it an S-tier dummy mommy? How dare you? How dare you?
I think, too, I'm really hesitant but extremely hopeful for the new movie. It looks like they're actually trying to bring back, I feel like, what is truly the scariest elements of, the xenomorph. Also, shout outs to MK10. Shout outs to Mortal Kombat 10. Did a great fucking job of throwing the xenomorph into a video game.
I prefer the 90s Alien arcade game where you could kill thousands of them as a cool Japanese lady with a samurai sword. I
all
thought
about
that was
it.
a good take on the character.
All right, we're going S, baby. Lock it in. Yeah, dude. Speaking of S, would you like to scream? Pause. Put it on the ghost face.
So Ghostface is fun because I think one of the main things that the Scream franchise did different was that you got to see him fuck up. You got to see him do a little, like, kind of slapstick shenanigans of, like, that's what would happen if a strange person just tried to run you down with his...
It's kind of like the Leatherface thing I was saying earlier. Like him, like the Ghostface character, like bumping into stuff and like kind of having that more human quality made it more like visceral and real and therefore scary in that way. I think I'm agreeing with what chat's throwing out, which is, definitely not like heaviest of the hitters, probably kind of going more into definitely not low. Kid Cadet, how we feeling?
Right. So, I mean, Ghostface is an amalgamation of different people, right? So, like you were saying, Jake, they're humanized. So, I mean, I like certain Ghostface better than others. I love the initial two. And I thought the twist was so cool that it was both of them. This one's kind of hard to rank because it's multiple people, right?
That's the thing. I think
How scary can a creature be if they're 30% Matthew Lillard? That's a real question I'm asking.
Well, much less like a different person every movie, kind of emulating the thing. In a way, it's like such a cool concept. Like, oh, the monster lives on. It's it can never be contained because someone's always gonna like don the mask and do the thing. I think it's like a cool concept, but in terms of like cool ass horror movie monsters, I don't think it necessarily stacks up to the heaviest of the hitters, but it's not, directed by a pedophile bad. It's sort of like C realm. B is the highest I go if you guys are enthusiastic, which doesn't sound like it is. I'm thinking a solid, maybe a C. What do you got, kid?
I was gonna say, and maybe the fact that the people kind of pays into it too, right? So like it could be you guys.
Yeah.
You both could be in Ghostface.
Oh, I've definitely done a lot. Yeah, exactly. Secretly a horrible.
It could
Yeah.
be Tierzo. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, kid, it could be you, bro. All right? It could be your ass wearing the mask, hunting my fucking ass down. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, Ghostface got really nice long blonde hair this season. What's going on with that?
I would go B, C. I could be convinced to go C, but I love the Scream franchise in general, so that's what makes me think B. But I could be swayed towards C.
I feel C. Jake, tiebreaker.
I also feel C. I think because it's a commentary and the Ghostface is supposed to be kind of just this placeholder amalgam more so than like a real fucking monster that is supposed to have its own life outside of the movies. Also, our C tier is pretty lonesome. I feel like it's Ghostface is a nice addition to it.
Hell yeah. Also, I got to address this. Calcris says, damn, guys, y'all missed so many opportunities. Predator, The Thing, Dr. Lecter, all the Universal classics. So you just got to know that we'd be here for 3 hours if we did all of them. But we will. Maybe we'll do a round 2. Maybe we'll do a part 2 and do a whole nother slew of movie monsters. Maybe we'll have you back for that, kid.
Also, what do you mean the Universal monsters?
Yeah,
who's just like, oh no, Boris Karloff would fuck me up. Like, no, you're not. No, you're.
Well, maybe we'll do it
they're
someday.
They're all foreigners and alcoholics. A lot of them. They're not scary.
Or if anything, if we're gonna do the Universal monsters, it's definitely gonna be by fuckability. There's no way we would just rank them like straight up. It would just be like, how's it? Well, we like to fuck
you
the
get
Wolfman.
me. You give me 3 drinks, and I will mac on that mummy. I don't care what anybody says.
Get him 4 drinks, though, and he's a Frankenstein frowner, so I don't know what's going on. All right. Wait, what did you say, Jake? What was the letter you said out loud?
C.
All right,
C.
C. Put it in C. All right. Sorry about that, kid. I had to go with that one as C. What's the next and final monster on the list? Of course, Freddy Krueger. It'd be a crime if we didn't include Freddy Krueger. And this, I guess, is where the Riz comes in. And I know you're going to be like, oh, one-liners, you know what I mean? I'm going to say this really quick. I feel like the conceit of Freddy, everything about Freddy can still be so viscerally terrifying. I always also said, though, the scarier monster in those movies is the sleep deprivation, are just the scenes of kids trying to, like, stay awake for several days, because that is a fucking nightmare. I mean, that's what's so great about him. Like, I don't know. I'm high on Freddy. Of course, I think we all are. Kid Cadet, what's your gut instinct on Freddy?
Yeah, I mean, again, like in my head, talking about the actor that plays him, in my head, I remember seeing him at a diner eating chili. And from that moment on, like, I wasn't as scared of Freddy Krueger. However, as a monster, look, he is the ultimate. I mean, like, so nightmare-inducing, so many great kills. Like you were saying, like, the one-liners are amazing. The question is, are we taking into consideration the remake when there was the little bit of, like, what, pedophilia, right? That did happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's definitely in there. I mean, that's the thing. Again, I was going to make the joke.
In the first one, it's just a different era where it's just not treated with the gravity that we would now.
I was going to make the joke earlier that...
it explicitly wasn't. We did the episode, and it's like, we thought it was too much, so we just said he was a child murderer.
I was going to make the joke earlier that if we had the director of Jeepers Creepers on this list, he'd probably be S. And exactly, I think that angle to Freddy Krueger definitely makes him more scary. You know, I think that's what's so great about him is, like, he's still scary as an adult, but he's a fucking really scary as a kid. But he still keeps that terror, you know what I mean? I feel like he still
Except
works
for that one
a lot of
scene
people.
where he just has wiggly noodle arms, and that's supposed to be the scare.
Or when he's in a video game and that once, I mean, come on, he's been in so many iterations, but what's so great is, like, whatever your worst nightmare is, he's going to be that in it. You know what I mean? I don't know. He's great. He's up there. He's high. I wouldn't go lower than a B. I would consider S if there was the enthusiasm for it. What do you guys think? Just say a letter out loud and I'll react with the curse word.
I still have my veto. If it's not an S, we're popping a balloon.
Fuck!
I mean...
Oh.
All right.
I was
Jake.
going to say A, because, like, he is kind of goofy. He is, you know, he definitely has evolved into this, like, comedy character. The, like, goofy transformations, all the demon lore and that shit. Like, he's basically the star of a fucked up Sesame Street by the end of the original franchise.
Yeah.
And the knife hand thing, God, like, that's stupid.
I love that scene. That's in the first
silly.
one. It's so good. For some reason, Jake, it's so funny you're making fun of that one, because for some reason, I think it's just because it, like, matches weird dreams, like when proportions are out of order and stuff. There's something about the simplicity of that just makes me upset.
That scared the fuck out of me as a kid.
Yeah, there was.
All right,
I might
be. I only watched it as an adult, so that might be it. I personally, I was never that scared of Freddy Krueger. If I saw him turning a corner, I'd be like, "Oh my God, you poor burn victim! Do you need a blanket and some hot cocoa? Perhaps a warm bowl of chili?"
I can't believe you're saying that. I feel like aesthetically, he's up there with Pinhead in terms of, like, sheer, just like, you know what I mean? Just kind of, he's just so awful to look at, you know? I love the...
He turned into a spooky car at the end of the first movie. It was silly.
That was great. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't decide. I would join you with S, Cadet, but it looks like Jake. What would your letter be, and then we'll weigh it from there.
B. I would say B.
All right, let's put him at A.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Keep going. Do your spiel. We'll put him at A.
No. He's on the Mount Rushmore. I can't rank him lower just because of my own personal taste, but, like, I don't find him to be an S tier.
You have a vendetta against him, Jake.
Yeah.
It sounds personal.
Yeah.
He's not as scary as a normal clown. That's all I'm saying. Just a standard clown who would work a child's birthday party inspires more genuine fear in me than Freddy Krueger.
I love the thing you see every time we do this stream is more scary to you than Freddy Krueger. It's so good. All right. I think it's A for me, dog. Let's get into the balloons. Who from chat has a balloon? And chat, are you guys throwing a chaos balloon to Tierzo at this point? Is that what's happening? Because no one vetoed. Who do we got? JB, you're bouncing around. Sorry, Gorglax and JB. Do you guys have a veto? And while we wait for that, and chat, please try to catch the veto and let me know what it was. While we wait for that, Cadet, I kind of already know what yours is going to be. What are you going with?
Freddy, he has to be S tier. He's the ultimate. I think when you think horror movie monsters, Freddy is one of the first you're going to think of. I was going based on gut, and my gut tells me Freddy Krueger is an S tier.
All right, Freddy Krueger in S tier. Gorglax, let me know what you got. Let me see that list really quick. I know I got issues. Pop that. And there we go. Let me see that. All right, you got yours. Gorglax, let us know what yours is. And let me see that Jigsaw to F from Gorglax.
Wow.
Jigsaw to F.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All
right. Let me see this. Let me see this tier list again real quick. And JB, if you have one, let us know in the chat. And I'm going to go with who... Let me see. I feel like I'm doing Ring Girl. You're going down to D, dog. I'm sorry, man. It just has to happen like that. I just think it's just a girl with hair in her face. Yep, it's one of those.
No, well, Holden, you have activated my trap card because out of begrudging respect for the unique horror legacy of the glorious island of Nippon, I'm putting Samara back up to sea.
And last but not least, I guess I don't see JB. Is there a veto going in? There's a veto. Yeah, Candyman up. Candyman up for chat.
Nice.
By one vote. That was close.
By one vote. Candyman up. Nightmare Taco, thank you so much for the sub. I don't see JB, so I think we're done here. Are we? Yeah, everyone's given their balloon.
Oh, JB is in. They say I have 1.5, right? I don't.
Yeah.
They did give 10. I don't know what that means.
1.5. Now you're making up new lord of the rules. JB,
You
just say what you want.
said they have 1.5 balloons, which I've never seen a half a balloon. I think
Candyman
that's just
down to
a sheet
S
of
minus. That's not a thing. What's your other one? You're a maniac. You're crazy. You're one of the villains. We need to put you on the tier list. You're fucking at B tier right now. What do we got? Anything? JB, I give you. Let me. JB, then call me Dean Coral and back up to S. All right, there you go. Candyman stays. That's your insane one.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
I mean, no. We support our wealthy patron who gave 10 gifted subs. If anything, they're even more correct for that old Rick.
Yeah, S minus is real, and we
that
put
they
it
did
there. Appreciate you, JB. Appreciate you all for watching today, and most importantly, Kid Cadet. That was so much fun. Thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Please have me back. We should definitely rank the Universal monsters, and may I add, maybe also Monster Squad monsters.
I'm a huge Monster Squad fan, so that speaks right to my heart.
In order of how much nards they have.
Yes, by nards, by nardability. Kid Cadet, throw us the plugs. What do you got for us?
Oh my gosh, the plugs. Okay, you can follow me across all social medias at Kid Cadet. And also, I am currently, I hope I'm allowed to say this, for an upcoming return hit game show on a major network. So if you guys want to apply, just find me on Instagram and we'll go from there.
Hell yeah. It's awesome, man. It's really exciting. And who knows, Jake might be a part of that as well, which is very fun. Check it out.
Oh, this is fraught. This is fraught.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. This has been so much fun. Thank you, James. Thank you, Tierzo, for being part of yet another. We're going to get out of here. Have a great night, everybody. Kill your thrills. Yeah!
That's not our catchphrase. We did not.